All right, we are on. We are live in the lounge. And boy, oh boy, do we have an amazing, amazing event for everybody tonight. I am Tina Waltersdorf, and along with my co-host, Karen Gentz, raise your hands. There you go. We want to welcome you to our Stories of Hope event. And I want to say that thank you guys for taking time to be with us tonight. These are amazing events that touch so many lives. And I look forward to them every single week. I always leave in awe. So does Karen. I know we're just like, wow. Plexus is a health and happiness and beauty company. We focus on getting to the cause of issues, not Band-Aid fixes, which is what I absolutely love about this company and about these supplements. I love anything wellness that actually works and is clean, and this definitely is. I'm excited to have you sit back, be inspired by these amazing health victories, and celebrate them. And while you listen, I want you to just imagine what this could do for you or someone that you know of, that you love, that you care about. So right now I'm going to toss this over to my friend Karen. She's going to share a little bit about our amazing Plexus company. Take it away.
Hey everybody, thanks for hopping on. So Plexus was founded in the United States in 2008. We opened in Canada in 2018. Then in 2019, we opened in Australia, Mexico, and New Zealand. Plexus is a health and wellness company backed by science with a dedicated medical advisory board. Our products are backed by 60-day money-back guarantees. Plexus has 4 distribution centers, so we ship directly to our customers. We are known for our pink drink mix and our strong One Plexus community. Plexus does not claim to cure, heal, or treat certain conditions. The stories you're going to hear tonight are all personal experiences. Now back to Tina.
I need to unmute, don't I? All right, so tonight we are going to first hear from our friend Dawn Marie. I'll let you pronounce your last name, but Dawn, I'm going to let you take it away.
Hi, everyone. My last name's, you say Dawn Ball. So you basically just say my first name and then you say my last name, the same thing. So Dawn Ball. So it is a married name. I definitely love my husband. Yeah, his family was like, you must really love him because no one does that to your name. But I just wanted to share tonight. So I started my Plexus journey 2 years ago, right before COVID happened in February of 2020. It was also right before I was about to have my thyroid removed because of thyroid cancer. And I knew the importance of a good probiotic. At least I thought I did. I thought I knew what a probiotic should have: high CFUs, multiple strains of bacteria. And, but I knew, like, I was seeing my friend Marion post about all these amazing things that were happening with Plexus probiotics. And I was like, I'm not getting that for my probiotic. And so I was just intrigued. And so I decided I'm going to jump in. But I was about to have my thyroid removed. So for those of you who don't know, when you lose your thyroid, energy pretty much like plummets. And I also have an autoimmune and have had an autoimmune for 13 years. I have celiac disease. So energy in general is one of those things that just doesn't, I don't have a lot of. So when I started the products, I was really sick and I was really tired and had been for a while. And not having that energy to do anything because my thyroid was gone. When I started to see digestion improvements in about a week. But it really took me time till I saw all kinds of fun improvements as well, the weight loss, the energy. And I mean, now I have energy to do all things, full-time job, part-time job. Now I'm just doing a full-time job, but in the fall I was doing both. But I have energy to be at home with my kids and be present. But the thing is that, like, I think we heal in layers, and it did take me time to heal. But I definitely saw improvements along the way. But my body was really sick and really tired. I was in the midst of cancer treatment. But now when I've been going to my endocrinologist, he's like, what are you doing? because he's seen it happen. He's seen the weight loss. He's seen, you know, and he wants to know about what I'm taking. So it's so fun, right? When a doctor asks you, what are you doing? And so for me, prior to Plexus, I had done clean eating. I had done no sugar, but Plexus really was the missing piece for me. Like I had said, I had done other probiotics before, and I just hadn't seen the same results. It was really that addition of the supplements. And I, you know, I can see that time and time again, where that's what really changed it for me. So I highly recommend the Triplex. That's what I started on. But then I added X Factor Plus, added Metaburn, I added Active, and Lean, and probably some other things in there as well. But those would probably be my key things that I would say. To now have the digestion results that I have for someone with celiac disease, digestion is a big piece. To have the digestion is just insane to me, because it's really hard with an autoimmune to have good digestion. But Plexus has definitely helped with that. And I would just highly recommend the products to anybody who's willing to just say, what if?
Thank you so much. You just shine bright. Like when you talk, I don't know, everybody here, do you agree? Like as soon as Dawn started talking, you're like, see, I can see it in everybody's faces. So yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned healing it in layers. You know, that's important for people to know. Gosh, you've been through so much, and yet here you are today. And I'm just thankful that God brought this to you and that you are where you are now. Very, very thankful for that. And I love when when the doctors say, what are you doing? Some of us have experienced that. I've experienced it myself too. Karen has. Raise your hand if you've put in the chat, if you've had a doctor ask you, you know, what are you doing? And they're just like, wow, tell me more. So I love that you shared that. Thank you so, so much. All right. Karen is going to talk about our powerhouse combo. Dawn mentioned the triplex combo. That is it. And she's going to tell you some details about that.
Yes. So like Dawn mentioned, one thing that most of us who take Plexus have in common is we start on the triplex combo we call our powerhouse. It is not a gimmick, and that is one of my favorite things about it. I'm not into quick fixes. I'm a fitness instructor, trainer, nutritional specialist. I was all about healthy lifestyle, eating healthy, exercising, and definitely was not a fan of these gimmicks. So I was very pleased when I looked into Plexus and realized that it truly was to get to the root problem. It's not a quick fix. Like I said, it's not a diet thing. Now, if you have excess weight to lose, when you get your gut healthy and your body functioning the way it's supposed to, weight loss can be a natural side effect, but it can also help those people who struggle to gain to a healthy weight. So it's all about balancing. Our microbiome plays a huge role in our health. Our mood, sleep, feeling sluggish, lack of motivation, compromised immune system, gas and bloating, and so much more. Plexus is known for our powerhouse gut health that I was talking about. It targets 3 pillars of our health, which is blood sugar balance, inflammation, and thriving gut health. Now back to Tina to introduce our next guest.
All right, up next we got super mom Laura Shores, balancing bedtime and hopping on here to share her story. Take it away.
Thank you, Tina. Y'all, I am literally hiding in my bedroom with the door closed right now, like sitting in the floor, like, okay. Like Tina said, my name is Laura Shores and I'm a mama. I'm excited to share with you guys a little bit tonight about kind of my story. I actually wrote some notes for myself so that I don't talk too much because I tend to chat like a lot. So if you see me look down, it's just because I'm trying to bullet note and stay on track. So before Plexus, I had no energy. I struggled with a lot of gut health issues like bloating, discomfort. I was either going to the bathroom way too much or not at all. I know that's like TMI, but it's okay. We talk about that here. I was sick and tired all of the time. I was in and out of the doctor's office and they were trying to figure out kind of what was going on with me, what I was dealing with, and they couldn't figure it out. I was on antibiotics and steroids for a 3-month stretch at one point. So my immune system was shot. I had to use an inhaler for like my seasonal allergy issues. And if I couldn't get to my inhaler in time, if it was too far away, I would cough so badly that I was breaking my own ribs. Another thing that I was dealing with was heartburn and indigestion. It was like a daily thing for me, no matter what I ate, no matter what I did. It was just one of those things that I thought, okay, well, this is something I'm going to always deal with. It's just a part of my life. It's something that, you know, genetically other people in my family dealt with. So I thought, okay, this is just my life. I have to take medication for this and I have to eat antacids like they're candy. So that was something that I was going through. I was also very overweight, had high blood pressure and cholesterol, horrible discomfort and pain from plantar fasciitis and heel spurs, a lot of skin issues like cystic acne that just left me feeling like really self-conscious with no confidence at all. And I was also very moody, stressed, and sad. I struggled with anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. And it wasn't something that I ever really talked about with anyone because I feel like there's this huge stigma around mental health that not a lot of people talk about it when they're going through it. So that kind of in my life looked like I didn't have the energy to be the person that I wanted to be. I would work about like 60 plus hours a week. And so I would come home from work and I would just crash. I would sit on the sofa. I would have no energy left for anything or for anyone, not for my friends, not for my husband, not even for myself. I wanted to travel and I wanted to start a family. But with all of those health struggles that I was going through, I couldn't even take care of myself. So I thought, how am I ever going to take care of anybody else? So one day I saw my friend post about Plexus. She posted about her crazy pink drink that she was using and how it had helped her to lose 10 pounds. And I thought, no, that's not for me. Like, I need to lose a lot more weight than 10 pounds. And I've got a lot of health issues that she doesn't struggle with. So I just was kind of like, good for her. That's nice, but it's not for me. And then one day I saw her post about how she had so much more energy and she was sleeping better. And I thought, okay, that caught my attention. If I could just get better sleep, feel rested, and have a little bit more energy, then maybe I could tackle all the other things myself, because that would be a huge help in itself. So I decided to give it a try. And within the first couple of weeks, I started to notice that I was sleeping better and I had a little bit more energy during the day. My husband thought that it was a total placebo effect, and he told me that many times. He was like, you just want it to work so badly that you think it's working for you. But after another month or so went by and I still had sustained energy throughout the day and I was still like feeling rested and sleeping better. And he was like noticing that I was cooking dinner and that he had packed lunches and that there was clothes that were clean that he didn't have to wash for himself. He was like, okay, maybe there's something to this. Maybe something good's going on here. And that's when I noticed that I was running out of my Slim extra fast because he had started to steal it because he wanted to feel better too. So that was kind of like a turning point for us when we both were like no longer skeptics and we were like, this stuff is legit. It works. So my life is completely different now. I have the energy to tackle my days with my little boy because I am a mama now. I no longer deal with that discomfort and pain from plantar fasciitis and heel spurs. No longer deal with all of my seasonal allergy issues. My skin is clear. My gut health is amazing. I'm so much happier now. No more like crazy mood swings all the time, which I know my husband is grateful for. I haven't had an anxiety or a panic attack in years. And that's huge for me. I was having them very often. I'm just a happier and healthier person now. And you remember when I said that like losing 10 pounds, that wasn't a big thing. That wasn't going to change my life. That wasn't whatever. But losing 100 pounds has definitely changed my life. I feel like a completely different person. Because of these products, I have my health back, have my happiness back. Because of this company, we have traveled together as a family to places like San Diego, California, a cruise to the Bahamas, multiple times to Florida, to Disney, Key West, Las Vegas, Arizona, and so many more trips than I can even remember off the top of my head right now. And I couldn't imagine being that girl who got to travel and got to do those things, had the energy and the health to be able to do that. So originally I told my friend that I was never going to share about these products, by the way. I was like, I'm going to take these and I'm not going to tell a soul. I don't want anybody to know I'm taking them. But she told me that if I used my referral link and I had 3 people who decided to try the products with me, then my products would be free. And I was like, solid. I will find 3 girlfriends who want to try this and do it with me. And what was really fun about that is we were able to hold each other accountable and get healthy together. So that was really fun for me. And I just want to say that my wish for you, if you're here listening to this call or if you're on the live stream that Tina is doing, if you're thinking about like, what if these supplements could help me? Like, what if all the things that they're saying that it's helped them with, what if it could help me? And if you're skeptical, like I was super skeptical, that's okay. Like the skeptics are the ones who are like having the best results and having the most exciting results, because we don't have the hope left. You know what I mean? We're like, we don't have that hope that it can help us. And so my wish for you is to just have a little bit of hope, realize that you're worth it, give these products a try, reach out to the person who invited you. So anyway, thank you so much for letting me share, Tina. I'm going to pass it back to you.
Oh my goodness. I love your story. It just like gave me goosebumps. And then at times I had like tears trying to come out of my eyes. I love your story so much. And you know what? You said something when you said, this is just my life. I want you guys, if you're a guest here on the Zoom, or you're a guest in the Wellness Lounge, if you've ever said, this is just my life, I'm just going to have to accept it, I want you to put a 1 in the chat. Because now, look at this girl. It is not just her life. This is her life. Thriving and happy and energetic and keeping up with kids. And we do need to talk about mental health. And I am so glad you brought that up. We have to be talking about this. It's important. And too many women and men are out there keeping it to themselves, feeling like they can't talk to anyone, feeling like maybe there's not help except prescriptions. And there is help. There is hope here. And I am just so happy that you are feeling so much better and thriving the way that you are, and that this business has blessed you and taken your family on trips and everything's just amazing. So, so happy for you. Okay, on to our next guest, Karen. Is it Tanget? Is that how you pronounce your last name, Karen?
Tanget.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Next, I will hand it over to you, my friend.
Okay, thank you. And I mean, I'm listening to these testimonies and thinking I can identify with that and that and that, because I feel like mine is very similar in the fact that I didn't feel like I had any issues, honestly. So my name's Karen Tenget, and I've been using the products for about 7.5 years. When I started, I was actually not overweight. I'm a little different than a lot of people who start the products. I didn't have any major health problems, or so I thought. As a matter of fact, I was actually like a size 0 to 2. I had worked really hard at losing weight. It was a little bit too much, but I still had inflammation that I didn't realize. Like when you look at before and afters of a lot of people, including my own, I had a lot of inflammation in my body. I worked out regularly. I ate very healthy. And I honestly didn't think that I needed supplements at all. What I didn't know is that I kind of what they call like a skinny fat, right? Where you're kind of thin on the outside, but you are super unhealthy on the inside. My only health issues were what everyone else around me seemed to have. So I just assumed it was part of growing older, kind of like what Laura was sharing, right? Things I had to live with, like constipation, allergies, acid reflux, sinus issues, things that people all around me were dealing with. I didn't really think it was, if you would ask me if I was unhealthy, I'd be like, nope, perfectly fine. I thought it was normal to have these conditions, and I didn't realize that they are all red flags. My body telling me that something was very, very wrong going on in my body. I was actually on the road to autoimmune and or cancer, and I didn't really know it. I was extremely fatigued, insomnia. I went through probably a year of just, very hardcore insomnia, of not being able to sleep very well. And so my problems kind of started when I was really young, when I was about 8 or 9. I'm looking back as I learned more and more. I can kind of look back and see like, oh my gosh, this is really where I think things went wrong for me. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I was diagnosed. I was a carrier of strep throat, and I would get it often like 2 to 3 times a year. And back then, I grew up in the 70s. Penicillin was the new miracle drug, and it was prescribed like candy out the gazoo. Like I had no idea. None of us knew. I don't think even the medical community knew that it destroyed the healthy gut bacteria that our bodies needed to digest food properly and to support our immune system. So I soon developed very severe constipation. Even as a child, I had horrible acne, which my doctors then treated me with Accutane, which we all know is the side effects of that. I had severe hormonal imbalances as a teen. My menstrual cramps were so bad that at one point I even almost OD'd on Tylenol. I can still remember it. It was very frightening just to get rid of the pain, which was so bad that when I actually went into labor for the first time, I didn't even know it. I remember telling my doctor that I was having mild menstrual cramps, and he informed me that I was actually having contractions. So as an adult, my chronic strep throat stopped when I had a severe allergic reaction to penicillin. I had developed huge itchy hives all over my head, which even protruded out, like my forehead kind of grew. It was horrible. And then I kind of progressed from strep to getting chronic sinus, ear, and throat infections instead, which also occurred like every 2 to 3 times a year. I needed stronger meds along with steroids to even get rid of it. They had to use multiple rounds usually. I also had developed seasonal allergies for the first time, was on 3 prescription medications for them. I also developed such a severe case of acid reflux that not only was I given a prescription, but I was also prescribed a microphone to use as a teacher. I'm a 5th grade teacher. Because the acid didn't cause me much heartburn. It did at first, but it actually crept up and ate the lining of my throat. My throat was red, raw, and scratchy most of the time. I was always hoarse. And as a teacher, I was unable to project my voice. My doctor told me that my throat would never heal if I actually had to use my voice and project it all day long. And so I was prescribed a microphone that my school had to purchase for me, and I used it for years. And I just look back and think, I thought this was all normal. Like I'm treating it the way that the doctors are telling me to do it. I'm taking my medication. Okay, I'm using my microphone. So everything's good. Everything feels better, right? But if I used to have the acid reflux caused uncontrollable coughing spells, both at work and during the night, which also kept me from sleeping well. And my constipation continued well into my 40s. I could not go to the bathroom without using Miralax daily. My pharmacy plan allowed me to pick it up by the quart, actually 2 quarts at a time. This is a drug that doctors have deemed as safe. They prescribe it to pregnant and nursing mamas and even young children. And I have since learned it has the same ingredients as antifreeze that you use in your car. And it can also cause some neurological damage. So I used that for years without realizing all of that. So I finally went to see a holistic doctor, not for any of the things that I've mentioned, really, because I thought they were normal, but because I had also been taking a high dose of birth control pills due to my wacky hormones. And I knew instinctively that I needed to get off of those. And I went to see him about getting bioidentical hormones. And when he found out about my prescriptions for acid reflux, he told me to get off. This is what he told me. He said, you need to get off that medication. All it's doing is neutralizing the acid in your gut. And the problem is you need acid in your gut to digest your food properly. So you've been going 2.5 years with none to little acid in your stomach, and your food is not digesting properly. You most likely have food particles and toxins trapped in the lining of your gut. And because of it, you are putting yourself at a higher risk of every major disease of the colon, such as diverticulitis, ulcerative colitis, and even colon cancer. And since colon cancer is the #2 cancer in women next to breast cancer, you would have just assumed that it was a normal part of growing older, and you would have never known that it was all these medications that were interfering with your body's ability to function properly and putting you at greater risk of disease. So the medications are just putting a Band-Aid on your symptoms that are doing nothing to heal your body. You need to get off the medications and get to the root cause. That was what my holistic doctor said to me. And I know our time is limited, so I won't go on with all he told me, but he did talk to me about the needs for probiotics, enzymes, quality multivitamins, among other things. And I tried some supplements that he recommended for several years. They helped, but just a little. And my cousin introduced me to Plexus, and my world changed. It changed my life. I started when I was 50 years old. And within 2 weeks, I had energy. A week later, I no longer was constipated. It's 40 plus years I had lived with constipation. And within a few weeks, literally, I was done with it, got off all my medications. I've not had a sinus infection for the 7 years that I've been on it. My acid reflux have disappeared. My hormones are great. I actually sailed easily through menopause without any major flare-ups or weight gain that's associated with it. So to be 58 and not having taken any medications, really, I think I've been on antibiotics once in my 7.5 years that I've been in my 50s. So I know my story's common. There's literally thousands of people living a life with these red flag conditions, thinking they're normal and healthy, and that their conditions are just part of growing older. Wrong, wrong, wrong. I was skinny, but I was not healthy, and there is a big difference. So that's my story, and thank you guys for listening.
Oh my goodness. You shined a light on so many things. You guys, we all know people struggling with these issues. I can think of, as you were talking, I can think of 5 people right now that I know that are on some of these medications for acid reflux and things like that. I mean, you just really shined a light on so many things. And you are exactly right. I mean, I remember too thinking, this is my life. This is getting older. This is just what it is now. My mom would even say to me, you're just getting older, Tina. So it's like, no, I can't be. These can't be things that you have to live with. So it's really interesting to hear your story and hear you say, these were things I thought were normal. This was going to be part of aging. You thought you were healthy. And look at all the things, you guys, we all heard all the things that she just talked about, right? All the things that you discovered by starting these supplements, and all the things that started to get better with you and are, you know, you're just thriving now. So I'm just in awe. Thank you so much for sharing that. Just, you really shined a light on so many things. I think we could listen to you for quite a long time because you have so much more to share. We might have to have you on again. But we'll keep this moving. Thank you so much for sharing. For those of you on, I want to let you know that we have a great line of products. And because everyone's needs are different, as you saw tonight, everybody's needs are different, right? We can customize a plan for your individual needs. And I absolutely love that about Plexus. And we can customize it so good for you. I just customized a pack for a friend of mine and her son today. I'm so excited for them. Plexus has 2 different ways that you can purchase products. One is retail customer. If you'd like to pay full price, raise your hand. And, oh, nobody's raising their hand. Or a VIP customer membership. Right now, the VIP membership is only $9.95 for the whole year. You will start with a welcome pack, like I said, that we help customize for you, that right now is going to save you between 45 and 50% off on your first order. And then after that, you can enjoy our wholesale discount of 25% off all year long. You can use your Plexus referral link. You've heard that talked about here tonight as well. Many of us have used our Plexus referral link to earn credit on future purchases. You can also receive Plexus perks for rewards and receive a free product about every 3 months, or you can let those add up and get a whole bunch of free products, however you want to do it. But at any time, you may upgrade to a brand ambassador, which many of us are. If you're a brand ambassador in the chat, please tell us what this business part of this has done for you and how it's blessed your family. You can upgrade to a brand ambassador with additional perks and income potential, kind of like the trips that Laura talked about and things like that as well. So this could be a great plan B or even a plan A for you or anyone that you love that needs this. So this month, when you use your referral link and say you share it with 3 of your friends, Plexus is going to gift you around over $400 as a referral bonus. So put a star and a heart and an emoji in the chat if that is something that excites you. Whether you're here on the Zoom or in the lounge, let us know if that excites you. Plexus has products for the entire family and all ages to help you keep all on track and feeling your very, very best. So please get in touch with the friend that invited you so that they can help customize a plan for you. And when you start today, guess what? We're going to give you a free membership as our gift to you when you start your journey today. So I hope that you have the courage to say yes and give Plexus a try. What if this changes everything for you? And keep in mind that what we think is normal might not be normal or aging, right? I don't know about you, but for me, I'm so thankful that I decided to give one more thing, one more try. So thank you guys all for taking time with us. These stories were just incredible and powerful. And every time, Karen agrees, we get on these, it's just like so powerful. This is also part of our Plexus community. We love each other. We support each other. We come together. For me, and I know many of you here, that is a big part of this. Having Plexus sisters that truly care about you like family. I mean, this is a gift from God. So many things, right? We can all say that. So, all right, I will let you guys go. Thank you all for sharing. Have an awesome rest of your week. God bless. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.